A musical cadence is often compared to grammar or punctuation. In the same way that we speak in phrases, music is generally also arranged in phrases, often in groups of 4 bars. And until people realize this, they just don't realize this. In this video, I'm going to keep coming back to the analogy of punctuation. In music, there are different types of cadence. The most common is called the perfect cadence, which comprises of a dominant 7th, a 5 chord with a 7th, to the tonic, the 1. That is by far the most common cadence and is equivalent to a full stop. There's no way out of that. It sounds so final. We are hardwired to hear the 1 and also cadences. We know it instinctively. Stop. So where's it going to go? Hum it to yourself. Because of our inherent homing signal for the perfect cadence, this is an absurdist example, but you can extend, playing with expectation. You can do that because we know it's coming. This is when it gets quite difficult, but it will teach you the best music tricks. When we talk about cadences, you have to keep up with the center of gravity because it can shift. Though we're playing the same notes, they have different meanings as we move chords. So keep in mind what that note meant for chord 1 and its new context when we change chord. So I'll show you this in 2 sections and try keep both in your head at the same time. Here's a good example of this. The leading note. The major 7th is called the leading note because it always calls home to the 1. Can you feel it cry out to end at the 1? It's a semitone below the tonic, so keep your eye on that note. In the key of E, a technique for making the dominant 7th, B7, have an even greater sense of movement is to raise the bass note from the root of this chord, B, to the 3rd of this chord, E flat, resolving to the tonic of E. This E flat is the 3rd of B and the major 7th of E, the leading tone. It's still the leading tone because we haven't changed key, we've just changed chord. Next is the interrupted cadence. The interrupted cadence appears to be a perfect cadence, the dominant 7th going to the 1, until the next chord, when instead of resolving to the 1, you unexpectedly shift gear to the relative minor, the 6th. This is like a hang on, I'm not finished yet moment. You feel it lift somewhere new. It's exactly the same as a semicolon. I will finish, but not quite yet. In my words, this is equivalent to a semicolon. After the interrupted, to head towards a more final sound, this is the long way back to the tonic using a perfect cadence. where this is a shortcut using a plagal cadence. Plagal moves from the subdominant, the fourth, to the tonic. It's also called the amen cadence. You can hear it. This to me would be like a ... with a full stop at the end. A very calm ending. The voicing is important. You have to have the E in the A chord as the highest note. See how not doing this affects the sound. This is it in a bar chord. And this is it open with the E as the highest note. The movement from 1 to 4 creates the opportunity to use major and minor thirds, the essence of the blues sound. American Christian music and the blues share a common background, and this can be heard in the plagal cadence, with the addition of a free use of sevenths, always flattened sevenths, never major sevenths in the blues. There is a hidden perfect cadence in this, see if you can find it. One to 4 is a 5-1 in reverse, a perfect cadence. Don't stress too hard if you can't make sense of that yet. This is the shifting center of gravity I spoke about earlier. There is another cadence. I've never seen it written down or even spoke about, but I know it's there because I hear it. Let's call it the rock cadence. This is a new-ish cadence. It comes out of the whole tone scale, which has only been actively used for the last 100 years. Unlike the perfect, plagal and interrupted cadences, which have been active for at least the last 500 years. Something else to bear in mind, unlike the other three, the whole tone is non-diatonic, therefore slightly exotic to our ears, which is possibly why this cadence sounds so interesting. In the key of E, the cadence is C, D, E. The basic triads on the two tones below the destination key. It sounds like this. Let's say this is an exclamation mark. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe.